What is up, Priceless people? Welcome back to another YouTube video. For those who are just tuning in, my name is Taylor Price, financial educator, streamer, and content creator. In today's video, I asked you guys what you want to see. Literally, this is right from you guys. I am choosing this one because this past week has been one of the most busiest, stressful weeks of my entire life. And to be honest, I got through it, and you might be in that same predicament in your life where you're a college student, where you're trying to start a side hustle, where you're at a job or a full-time job and you're trying to do more hobbies and do things that you love and literally just enjoy life. And I realized that time management is not taught in school. Many people don't know what it is. And fortunately, I was able to grow up in a household where my mom was literally on top of me over and over and over again. Organization is the key to success. And you might say organization, time management, how are they coinciding with one another? Like, what is it? Organization and time management? Do they even work? But trust me, they do. And I have so many friends and family members asking me, there's literally only 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day. How does it feel like you are getting so much more done than the average person? And I'm going to fill you in on my tips for time management. You are going to be able to apply these when you get a full-time job, when you are a college student wanting to turn that side hustle into a business. This is going to work. And literally, you can put this on your resume. That is how important time management skills really are. I just had story time. I just had a meeting last week with my business people, and the key for this meeting was time management, how to start managing your time. Everyone in my company is Gen Zs. Most of them are finishing up or just starting college. So it's a little bit hard when you get thrown something and you're not, quarantine is just starting to end. You don't have much time on your hands, and it really is a lack of a skill that many people have today. And that is why I 100% thank you for recommending this video. We're just gonna get right into it. One, you're going to want to set a time limit for each task in the day that you may have. Let's say that you're a college student and you have class Monday, Wednesdays from 10:30 to 2, and you have class Tuesdays, Thursdays, 11:45 to 2. Well, let's start off with Monday. We know that we have class from 10:30 to 2. That means that we're going to put a time block in. This is what literally billionaires use. It works, so you might as well use it. And put in 10:30 to 2, okay, I'm going to school. After that, you want to say, okay, from 2 to 2:30, I'm going to be working on this homework. Then maybe you might say from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, I'm going to eat lunch. From 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I'm going to film and edit a YouTube video. From 4 o'clock to 12 a.m., I go to work. Ooh, I just sneezed. Oh my gosh. That literally setting times for each of your tasks is going to help you out so much. And it also organizes you in a much better way than you might have not. Now, if you don't complete a task on time, this is something that you may feel a little bit stressed out on. If you don't complete a task on time, that is okay. That is why you set a time block for miscellaneous tasks or tasks that you are not able to complete. So let's say you were working on your calc homework for an hour and you did not complete that in that hour whatsoever. Or in the morning, the next day later, or the night, you have a time block that says miscellaneous or finishing up tasks. Therefore, you will be able to be the most productive individual that you can be, so you can get the job done right and on time. I also find that using a to-do list is one of the most accomplishing feelings that I have. There is this amazing app called Notion. I will start doing a little screen share on it. Basically, what this app or website does is that you can plan out your calendar schedule, a to-do list, weekly agenda, whatever you need to start checking off those tasks and start doing this time blocking, which we're talking about. I'm going to show you right here exactly what that time blocking looks like. You can see exactly, okay, this is a part-time job to begin with. This is the exact criteria that needs to get done within this amount of time. If you don't finish, there's that 1 hour bucket on some days that you can finish what you have not already finished. And again, just having that to-do list actually visualizes. I don't know about you guys, but if web does not work for you, guess what? Sticky notes are going to be your best friend. Put them on your phone, put them on your computers, put them anywhere where you're going to see them and say, okay, yes, I need to get that done today. If you don't, you're going to feel like a literal piece of trust me, you will. It's not going to feel good. It feels good when you're done with a task and you're able to crunch that up and just throw it across the room, airball it, do what you want to do with it. It's so accomplishing. Planning ahead is going to be your literal best friend. Now, me personally, I don't have many friends. You know, I have 4 quarters instead of 100 pennies, if you get what I'm saying. But planning ahead helps out so much. I actually plan a week ahead. Within Notion, you'll see that I have the weekly agenda. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yes, Saturday and Sunday, I have my weekly agenda. I first have the tasks that I know that they're constant every single week. They don't change. And then after that, the stuff that's not color coded, I have just miscellaneous tasks, stuff that's coming up within our content calendar, all that kind of stuff. And so doing it week by week, I'm able to see, okay, I can go on a weekend trip this weekend, or I am able to fit in a meeting on this Friday. I am able to do this, or I'm not able to do that. That being said, you will be so much more productive by really planning ahead. If you say, like, Taylor, how do you plan ahead? I don't even know what's going on in the next day. Honey, you have to start planning the night before then. Start off planning the night before. That means packing your lunch or doing that to-do list in which I was talking about at least a day ahead. And then once you get to that expertise level and you start leveling up, then you can plan a week in ahead. Maybe you can start even planning a month in ahead. I know you guys like want to go on vacation all the time. You're looking at the calendar like, oh yeah, I want to go to Mykonos, Greece, or I want to go to Turks and Caicos, or I want to go to Aruba. That takes some planning ahead. And if you can plan ahead a vacation, you can plan out the rest of your life. Now, some may agree to disagree on this next one, but Mark Twain once said, I'm quoting this, if it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's the best to eat the biggest one first. Taylor, what does that even mean? Okay, basically he's saying, okay, if you have a big task, get it done first thing in the morning. For some who are not really truly morning persons, I'm more like a midday type of person. I'm not even a night person. I like finishing my quickest, easiest tasks first thing in the morning. Check, 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 check. Then I'll have my biggest tasks more towards the end of the day. And I personally like that because I like seeing to-do list that's crossed off, crossed off, crossed off. I don't have much anxiety. And when I take so long in the morning to do one thing, I take a look and say, oh my goodness, I have 10 other tasks that I have to do today. What? I don't know if you're with me on this one. Up to you. Just don't always fluctuate like I'm going to do a hard task, and I'm going to do an easy task, and I'm going to do a hard task again. Either do all the easy tasks first and then the hard task last, or you do all the hard tasks first and then the easy task last. This will get you in a nice flow state. You're able to be a lot more productive, a lot more time efficient people. For all the college people out there watching this, some of this stuff may not be applicable, but this next one is going to be just for you. If you're a college student and you have so many tasks and you also have a job and you also have a social life that you want to fulfill, make sure that you start batching up tasks together. When you start to have homework and essays and all that kind of stuff due, start doing it that day. And then the next day, let's say it's a Friday, you can start hanging out with friends. You don't have to worry about homework. And maybe Saturday and Sunday, you have your work schedule. And that's exactly what you're going to focus on. Saturday and Sunday is your work. Monday and Thursday can be your homework schedule. Now we're going to start looking exactly how I schedule out my week in Notion. It's free to use, not sponsored. See my Notion. First off, this is my company homepage. We have for the team, what's new, mission, company goals, employee directory, stuff that's not really going to apply to you. Maybe if it's in your life, you can say what's new if you have a newsletter, if you don't have a newsletter. This is just some of the new stuff that we have going on. Content calendar. This can be applicable to you if you're in school, if you're in work, or just wanting to become an entrepreneur, taking a look at how I schedule my team meetings, everything along those lines. So here we have our content calendar. You can see I have a meeting at 1 p.m. at this time, and it's with these people. We can see that it was canceled. You can add comments here. You can make sure that if it's a blog post, you can say it's a blog post. If it was homework, you can say it's homework. If you're just wanting to use this for college, maybe you can even boil it down to classes. We can put it in the status if you're working on it, if it's done, if it's in review. Maybe if you're working on a team project, it could be in review. Weekly agenda. So again, I use this for my employees, but this is the also weekly agenda that I use on a personal level as well. Here I color code things. So school is going to be in blue. You can see that I have it from 10:40 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. You can see I have as well. And literally all I do is check these off when I'm going down in between tasks. And then those that are color coded, these, I just keep them there and unfold them. And when I'm done with them, I have this little archive right here, all the tasks that I've ever completed. Like, it's a lot, yes. So you can see right there all the tasks that I completed. I have a workspace that's public and something else that's private as well too. Here we have notes and drafts. So if you're working on something personal, you can place it right here. And this is all stuff that has been template form in Notion. This is not something that I actually created for myself. All you have to do is click this little add page, templates, and Notion literally has all of this stuff for you guys. Meeting notes, content calendar, maybe for your personal life, just quick notes that you may have, personal home, movie list, recipes, yearly goals, travel plans, task list. So you can view it in this way as well too. If you like seeing what's done, what you have to do, and what you need to do. Journaling, you can add your journal entry so you can have your diary in here as well. Your personal goals, writing them out and visualizing them, super, super important. It feels so accomplishing at the end of the year when you're starting to get things done. Travel planning, just like we talked about. If you have time to travel and you have the time to organize that trip, then you have time to organize the rest of your life. Blog posts, if you do them, a regular notebook. So you can actually use this for your schooling. Super easy too. Let's say you're in a test and you want to search up a word, maybe like derivatives or something like that. You search up derivatives and then it will give you all of the notes that you have that pertain to derivatives. Job applications in which you've been working on, the status of them, applying, applied, interview scheduled, archived, or maybe denied. And this is the weekly agenda that I was talking about. So you can see here, this is the template that they have, but my weekly agenda looks a little bit different. And that, yes, I have this weekly agenda here. I also have my sponsors, content calendar, TikTok ideas, YouTube video ideas, all of that kind of stuff. If you want to see a video that's specifically related to Notion, I can be sure to do that. Make sure to comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week.